coming to you, and we invite you to come into one of our services to bring glory and honor to God's name, to raise up a supernatural army with signs and wonders and miracles. Can you be part of this move? In Jesus' name, and everybody say amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
The word Lord means the one that owns my life. You're bought with a price. Even as a owner has a slave, whatever that Lord, that master says, they obey. Most people say, I don't agree with that. How many times have I heard people say, well, I don't believe I have to do all that kind of stuff? I said, no, you don't have to. You can do what you want to, but you've got to pay a price for it. Somebody say amen. Amen. We're talking about God raising up a supernatural army. And you're not going to move in supernatural signs and wonders and miracles and in the anointing of God unless you obey everything He says.
Yes. That's right.
And I'm going to say this, and everybody out there, wherever you are in the whole world, just because somebody says they are a Christian does not mean you hang around them. You better choose your company very carefully as you get in these latter days. Somebody say amen. You get around a whole bunch of flattering of the lips and thus, it'll just destroy you. Read Isaiah 6. God's raising him up to be a great prophet, a great potential. But what he has to do in Isaiah 6, he has to see the Lord in His glory. And then he said, woe is me, for I'm a man undone. I'm a man of unclean lips. Yeah. In other words, I don't speak right. He didn't not mean he was cussing. He just was not talking godly. And he said, I dwell in the midst of a people, Sister Patty, of unclean lips. How many of you know we got to watch who we hang around with? That's right. But you don't have to do all that kind of stuff, you know. They think you got to go to church every time the door's open. The Bible said yes, yes. Go all the more, especially when you know the end of the world's coming here. You exhort, help my people with these words.
That's what he said.
Well, you know, Pastor Larry, you know, he's in behind, and Sister Jenny, she's in there, and Brother Humphrey, you know. Come on. We can find fault with anybody and everybody.
Yes.
Yes. And you got to watch it, because your backslid.
Come on.
Yep.
How many of you know we only do what we want to do? When people say, I can't find a good church, I say, you know why you can't? It's because you're not looking.
That's right.
You don't want to find one. So the doors were shut. Too late, Mama. Scream and squall all you want to. Verse 11, Ezra came to the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily, truly, I say to you, I know you not. You know what he just said there? I never had an intimate relationship with you. He knows everything. Sister Linda, he knows the hair on her head. He knows every idle word. He knows everything. Right. He's the Alpha and Omega. Why would he say, I don't know you? I never knew you. For you that have not heard this, the Bible says Joseph knew not Mary until the child Jesus was born. That's right. What do you mean he didn't know her? He did know her, but he never had an intimate relationship.
That's right. That's right.
He says that example once before, Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied in thy name? Cast out devils in thy name. Did great wonderful works in thy name. He said, but then I profess to you, I never knew you. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. How many know it's our love affair? And the slightest little thing, when we're getting ready to pray or go to church or whatever it might be to seek God, to seek His face, the slightest little thing come along and we'll fall for that stupid trick. I just told a guy yesterday about when I started talking to you, anointing comes and so forth. I said, the devil's going to act up. That quick the cell phone rang. He said, that's my wife. I said, well, tell her she's being used of the devil too. So we say amen. How many know Satan used Peter? Jesus said he had to go be crucified. And Peter said, nay, Lord, nay, let me far from you. He said, get behind me, Satan. You know hence from where you're coming from. There's a lot of people come to you and try to give you so-called godly advice and it's straight from the pit of hell.
Yeah.
Jesus said, my sheep hear my voice. My sheep know my voice. Another, they won't follow.
That's right.
Thank you, Lord.
A woman called me down in West Virginia. She says, oh, God, I told you a story before, but I like to got her like I did her sister and beat her hind end. Her sister's 4 feet wide, I beat her hind end so hard. Now her sister bucks up against me. She said, Brother Humphrey, this is Sandy. And as soon as I heard it, I knew in the spirit that she wasn't going to church anymore. I knew. She said, I was praying and God told me to tell you something. Oh yeah, now here's somebody who ain't serving God, going to church, and God's going to speak to her. That's backslidden, wants to tell me something. She said, God said too many people follow man and too many people here in West Virginia follow you. I said, whoa! Whoa! I said, you shut your mouth right now. I said, Paul said these words, follow me, even as I follow Christ. If I'm not following Jesus, don't follow me. How many of you know we've got to see somebody that has something we need to follow? Somebody say amen. Go. I wonder why the devil gave me a bad report. Wonder why the devil gives you all bad reports. Huh? Come on. If the devil hasn't been giving you bad reports, he's not worried about you. If all you get is good reports and everything, that one woman I don't know if I told you or not, she said, Brother Humphrey, I don't know what you're talking about. I never go through this. And I said, get truly saved and you will. One woman in one church, she come up to her pastor's outside door. She said, oh, Brother Humphrey, right in front of her pastor. She said, oh, Brother Humphrey, I'd love for you to be my pastor. I said, no, you won't. She said, oh, yes, I would. How many of you know the devil be bold? Trying to make you a liar. I said, I'm telling you, you want me to be your pastor. She said, no, I'd love for you to be my pastor. I said, no, you won't. She said, why not? I said, because if I was a pastor, I said, everybody that was a member of that church, I said, I'd ask you how wide you are, the length you are, and your name, and I'd take skin boards and hang them on the wall, and the first one that got out of line, I'd hang them on the wall, and you'd be the first one I'd skin. She said, oh. I never you be my pastor. Yeah, you wouldn't even come to church anymore, would you? A woman just a couple blocks from here. Nobody's up in Gettysburg. We've been here, down here preaching it for 8 years. She said, oh, Brother Humphrey, she said, you're up in Gettysburg. She said, if you just come to York, she said, then I could come to the services. Now we're probably 8, 9 blocks away. She never came one time yet. Oh, Bobo. That's why I thank God when I look at people. How many of you ought to have the eyes of the Lord?
Yes.
You ought to be able to see through people exactly what they are and those of us.
Yes, yes.
My wife, boy, she does. My wife's nice. I mean, she's mean, but I'm nice. I will somehow get to them and let them know, but my wife, she'll walk out and she'll say, you're a fake, you're a put-on, you're a hypocrite. I mean, I go, woo! And she's right on.
I don't spend 2 hours with them. I just give them like Jesus gave. He said, he come to me as a little child, just small parables, and it's blunt. And I don't stand there and bicker back and forth for a couple hours, because it's hogwash to me.
Oh, hallelujah. Some say amen.
Short and sweet.
Verse 12, but he answered and said, verily, truly, I say to you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for you know not neither the day nor the hour cometh when the Son of Man cometh. How many of you know that shows that those 5 did not go to heaven? Somebody say amen. Amen. So in other words, if we say that's overall the whole church, there's 50% of the so-called church that don't go to heaven. But when I was praying many years ago, God showed me, He said only 1/3 is going to make it. I seen an angel. This vision many years ago. I was way up in the heavens before they ever went to the moon. I was up in heaven. I looked down and seen the earth. I've seen that a couple of different times. And I come down closer, and then I could realize this is an angel. I could make it out it was an angel. He had his left hand pointing down and the right hand up like this. And I seen a big opening in the earth. And I seen the church coming to him. Not the whole world, the church. And 2/3 of the church went down and 1/3 went up.
Wow.
When you read the book of Revelations, guess what? That's what it is. I don't know about your Bible. My Bible says straight and narrow is the gate that leads to life, and few be that find it. Why? For broad and wide is the gate that leads to destruction, and many will go therein. Jesus has said, 5 virgins, they got saved, they're doing good. But after a period of time, they all slumbered, they all slept, some got lazy, they let the oil run out. how many out there are watching television or in nations, you've let your oil run out. Now you just go to church when you feel like it. If you don't have enough excuses,
Yeah.
well, I don't go because there's a bunch of hypocrites there. Days coming, you won't find any. Woo, my God, so say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Second parable. Verse 14, for the kingdom of heaven. For the what? The kingdom of heaven. Talk about who's going to be in heaven. For the kingdom of heaven is such as a man traveling to a far country who called his own servants and delivered them goods. I won't take time, you need to get the tape. I preached a whole series, message on this here in detail. So you need to get that tape called the Great Potential. Here the 5, and the 10 had great potential, only 5 reached the great potential. The other 5 didn't. Now we're going to this. Watch this. The kingdom of heaven is such a man traveling to his own far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto him his good. How many of us talk about Jesus going back to heaven? And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to every man according to his several abilities. And straightway the Lord took his journey. How many know he gave us all several abilities?
That's right.
Several talents, several different callings, several different potentials. Somebody say, God's gave me several different potentials.
Several different potentials.
But say, now it's up to me what I do with it.
It's up to me what I do with it.
How many of you know God won't give something to you unless He thinks you can do it?
That's right.
If He gave you 10, He says you're well capable of handling that 10. If it's 5, if it's 1, whatever.
That's right.
He'll give it to you. He'll not overload you. He'll give you more. He said, I'll not put more up on you than you're able to handle, but with it a way of escape. No, you'll be able to do it. All of our further excuses why we can't do it is not good enough for Him.
That's right.
Always remember, disciple means discipline. Train one, obedient one. Wonder how many people here tonight right there, we're watching that, you can say I'm a disciple. Are you really? Can you really say He's Lord? Huh. Makes us all think, don't it? I'm not preaching to you. I'm preaching to me too. Pastor Larry can tell you, and all you other ministers, anyway, when you preach or teach the others, that same word's coming back slapping you in the face too.
Yes, yes, keep us in line.
Exactly. You know what Paul said? Even though I preach to others and bring not my own body under subjection, I myself may cast away. What do you do with that eternal salvation, people?
Come on.
That's right.
You can go ahead and preach, you can prophesy, you can do great works, you can cast out devils, you can do all these kinds. But if you don't have an intimate relationship, you're splitting hell wide open.
That's right. That's right.
God's the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey Him.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, to obey means it's going to cost you works.
That's right.
Yeah.
Amen.
I just lay here and meditate in the Lord. And I love Jimmy Swaggart. And I just watch Jimmy Swaggart.
Yes, I do.
Oh boy.
What's that all about? That's a hog.
Yeah.
You know that's what hogs does?
Yeah.
Go around. When it comes feeding time, they root every hog out of the trough and lay down in the trough. So nobody can get it.
That's how some of us are.
That's the way most so-called Christians are.
Hogs.
Doing hog everything up. You have a word for me?
Don't tell anybody about Jesus.
Yeah. Somebody say hallelujah.
That's right.
I don't know if I like him.
Oh, get close to God. Yeah, we ain't saved.
You better love me or you ain't going to heaven. Somebody say amen. What verse we at? 15. And on 2, 1 he gave 5 talents to another 2, and to another 1. to every man according to his silver ability, and straightway he took his journey. The Lord went back to heaven. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded the same and made the other 5 talents. Likewise, he that had 2, he also gained other 2. But he that received the 1 went and digged it in the earth and hid his Lord's money. And after a long time, the rapture takes place. After a long time, the Lord cometh of those servants and come to those servants and reckon with them. How many of the days coming is going to reckon with us?
Yes, help us.
Now listen to me. We're not going to judge you of the sin we committed, but of what we did not do.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I thought we'd just get judged by the works we've done. No, we're going to get judged for works we did not do.
That's right.
Jesus, the next parable, Jesus talked about the same thing. When he's hungry and thirsty and naked, so you didn't do nothing to him. Pastor Larry, you have a hard time at the church that you have. Everybody wanting to do something for the glory of God. You really have a problem with that, don't you? Well, I mean, there's so many people wanting to do something for God and getting so serious. You really don't know what to do with them all. Ain't that? I mean, that's a big lie.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do a stinking thing. Went to China back a number of years ago. Brought the Bibles in the Chinese and thus and so forth. And we went with some civilians so we could be undercover. There's a big Italian guy from the Bronx of New York, and he wore high heel shoes. Real tight-legged pants. He looked like Zorro. Long sideburns, and I mean slick back. And him and his wife had a beauty parlor and all this and that and so forth. And they put me in the same room with him. And he come in there and he had, I mean, all kinds of stuff. When I travel nations, I learned a long time ago, when you travel nations, see where my wallet still is today? It's up here in the front pocket. You ain't going to pick my pocket up here, boy. And I've traveled very light. If I take a camera, it's a teeny weeny little one that goes in here. I learned that from jumping out of the airplanes, so I hide my camera. So I'm free. I'm Humphrey. I'm not bound down to all this stuff. So we spent the night, and the next morning we're supposed to go out and so forth. And he said to me, he said, Sir, ain't you taking anything along? I said, I got it. I got everything right here. Ain't you taking any equipment or anything? I said, nope. I said, you learn to travel. I said, you ain't going to overload yourself. He said, well, I got this big camera and this. He said, you carry this? I said, no, buddy. I said, I'm not carrying nothing. So I started the door. He said, you got your purse. I said, no, what? He said, you got your purse. I said, a purse. He said, yeah, your purse. I said, a purse is something that hangs across women's shoulders. He said, yes, like I have here. I said, whoa. I said, is that a purse? He said, that's a purse. I said, you think you're carrying that out here? And I'm in the same room with you? He said, yes. I said, oh, no, you're not. Somebody said, man, he didn't carry his purse. And all you little homosexuals out there,
Lord Jesus.
I got news for you. God didn't make you that way. The devil did. Unless you call it to God, you're going to split hell wide open. It doesn't matter what Obama or any of the governors say. It's okay to get married. God said it's an abomination to him.
Yes, that's right.
I've had pastors say, well, I don't say anything against Obama or homosexuals. You get in trouble. You shouldn't be preaching anymore.
That's right.
Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Had a woman come up from Washington, D.C. Oh, I want to be part of this ministry. Well, you just tell it as it is. Bye. She was long gone. Talk is cheap.
Yes, it is.
Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Verse 20, and so he that can, and so that, blah, 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 blah. Verse 19, after a long time the Lord of the servants cometh and reckoned with them. And so he that had received the 5 talents came and brought 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou hast delivered unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained besides them 5 talents more. And his Lord Jesus said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. What? Well good and what kind of servant? Faithful. You're dependable. I can depend on you, faithful.
That's right.
And thou hast been faithful over a few things, I will make thee rule over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Where's he go? He goes to heaven.
Yeah.
He also, verse 22, that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou hast delivered unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of the Lord. He's going to heaven. Now we're going to find out about the one. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew that thou wast a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the ground, and lo, there thou hast that is thine. Lord, I know you can always get something, you know, and you're hard, but I didn't want to lose it. And so I just dug a hole and I buried it. And I'm sure you understand, Jesus. You understand what I'm saying. You understand how I feel. I stopped at, what's that new service station going out right 30, Jeremy? Huh? Rudders. After our Bible study Tuesday night, wasn't it? No, coming to the Bible study, wasn't it? Yeah, I was almost out of gas. My wife told me better get some gas. So I shot in, walked in there, a woman, she said, real big woman, big, manly looking woman. I think she could beat probably Brother Michael here in passing, Brother Larry. She was big, rough. And I come up standing in line, and she said, you're next to get ring died. She said to me. And I said, you might be getting more of what you think you can handle and so forth. And anyways, she started to say something. And I said to her, I said, where are you going? She said, what? I said, heaven or hell? She said, I'm going to heaven. I said, how do you know you're going to heaven? Where do you go to church at? She said, I'm a member of such and such. I said, I didn't ask you if you're a member. I asked you where you go to church at. And she said, I don't go to church, but I love it. I said, you're a liar. She said, don't you say that to me. She said, he looks at what's in here. He looks at what's in here. I said, yeah, he looked at what's in here. And she was yelling. And some man said back there, he said, shut up. How many of you can preach any place? She had a built-in microphone. Come on. Now, Lord, I know I'm going, because I didn't lose it. Here it is. Take it back now. What's he say? I understand, Michael. Come here, Michael. You wonderful, sit down there. You wonderful little baby, I understand. You didn't want to lose it. I understand. Don't you worry about nothing. Okay? I love you, Bubba. Is that how Jesus treated him? Is that what Jesus said to him?
Nope.
What did Jesus say? His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful, thou wicked and lazy servant. What did he call him? Wicked. Why would he call him wicked? What did he do? Nothing. How many of you can do nothing but be wicked?
That's right.
Wow.
Can I say that again? You can do nothing and be called wicked. And that's what God's going to judge a whole lot of people with doing nothing. He said, you're wicked. And not only are you wicked, you're lazy. Sister Jenny, am I doing okay? Did I get your approval?
It's better hold your peace.
Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, gather where I have not sowed dexterous. Now listen to this, please. He said, thou honest therefore have put my money to the exchangers, that at my coming I should receive my own with interest. Go ahead. Thou take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which hath 10. Next. For everyone that has shall be given to him, and he shall have abundance. But from him that has not shall be taken even that which he has. Go ahead. Now, here we go. Now, eternal salvation, people, what are you going to do with this verse here? Once saved, always saved? Bible calls them servants. He gave 3 servants, 1 10, 1 5, 1 1. Nobody can say, well, he overloaded him and couldn't handle it. He had a blowout in his mind. 5, well, you know, still overload. But he gave 1. Just one little simple thing. 1. Does he overlook it? And cast ye the what? The unprofitable what?
Servant.
Where? Into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Day and night forever. Does that sound like heaven?
No.
Great potential. Great potential. But where's it go? People don't want to hear these kind of messages. God's going to have a supernatural army.
Yes.
Always remember, Elijah, when he had the school of the prophets, they come to Elijah and said, it is too straight here for us. Let us go down by the Jordan and build us a place there. You know what they said? You're too strict. If we live with you, you expect too much out of us. But we want to move out of your presence, get away from you. So we 50 can go down here, and we can live easy. You never hear nothing from those 50. We're going to close here with this next one. We want to pray with you. Somebody say, I have a great potential. If I don't reach it, I'm going to hell. How many of God has set a great potential before each and every one of us?
Welcome. This is Sister Joan, Secretary for Upper Room Ministry. You can see the rest of this message each Sunday evening, your local time. If you would like to receive our monthly newsletter and know the things the Lord is speaking to Prophet Humphrey, then please send a love offering to help cover our expenses. Also, if you would like to have an anointed prayer cloth and become a ministry partner, send us your pictures so we can pray, lay hands on you and your need, and expect signs, wonders, and miracles in your life. Starting today, you will never be the same. Our website is upperroomministry.net. If you would like to schedule a speaking engagement, contact our ministry. All glory to Jesus. Amen. Amen.